Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel featuring the sirens. What's happening? Like, this happens every day. What could possibly be happening? So close. Finally, welcome back to TV Review Tuesday. And today's show is The Good Place. Now, I got so much to say about the show. The Good Place, a little bit about it. It is on NBC, I believe. It's still going. It's in its 4th season, I think. And I love it. Shocker. Here's why I love it. Kristen Bell, Janet, the actress who plays Janet, I don't know what her name is, and Tahani. These girls, they're all incredible actresses. I mean, the guys, okay, Ted Danson is funny, but the guy who plays Chidi and the guy who plays Jason are like, all right. Like, they're just there, you know? I did not expect to like the show at all. I don't like sitcoms. I don't like bright, colorful TV shows. That's not really my jam. I feel like they're so forced a lot of the time. They're so targeted towards a specific demographic that I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't know about it, you know? It was too colorful for me. I'm a black kind of person, you know? But, yeah, that freaked me out. And then the freak out went away because I realized it's about so much more than the genre of it. Sure, it's a comedy. It's actually really funny. Like, I have laughed out loud watching it. I've seen it twice now. I've laughed out loud watching it the second time because there were some jokes that went over my head the first time. So, you know, it is... Again? Anyway, what I really like about it is, and I'm not gonna say too much about it because it is a show that's still on right now. It's a show that I think a lot of people my age might like, so I'm not gonna say too much about what happens plot-wise, but I'll say what I like about it, I'll say what I don't like about it. Straight up, don't like the guys as characters at all. I think they're just so underdeveloped. Like, Jason's character, it's been 4 seasons and he still hasn't changed one bit, but I still really like how the writers keep going with it. I thought it would be over after the 1st season, then I thought it's gonna be over after the 2nd season. There's no more they can do. Nope, 3rd season, still into it. 4th season, still into it. I don't want to ruin the show for you, but it's basically about a bunch of not bad, not good people, just medium people who get into the good place, which is technically heaven, but they don't realize that it's actually the bad place until the end of the 1st season. So, sorry if I ruin that for you. So I like how they take it to the good place in the 1st season. That's kind of like the whole season's the good place. And then the 2nd season, they discover they're in the bad place and they're trying to figure out ways around how to get to either the medium or good place. And so the 2nd season is the actual bad place while still being kind of set in the 1st good place. So they're all in the bad place in season 2, and then the 3rd season is they're kind of in between. They're kind of in the good place, in the bad place, on Earth, mostly on Earth, because they get another lease on life or whatever. And so the 4th season is where I'm like, okay, I'm curious how they're gonna do this, because they keep taking really new turns with it that I'm like, I'm stressed out. How are they gonna get out of this little pickle right here, you know? So overall, I like how every season is a different place, different time, different emotions, different developments in the character. These people get like kind of rebooted, so their memories erase and they start a new thing and then they learn new lessons, and it's just really interesting to see that journey and to see, and this is my favorite part about it, this is the part that I wasn't expecting whatsoever. They talk a lot about moral philosophy, and in a lot of ways they hint on religion but don't really get into it. They mention it in the 1st episode where they're like, okay, so the Hindus were kind of right, the Muslims were kind of right, the Christians were kind of right, but no one really got it all the way figured out. So I like how their visions of heaven or hell are I just really like how the world is developed. I like how there's literally a measuring system of how good or bad you are, because that's how I thought things worked when I was younger. I thought, okay, I get 10 points if I'm good, 5 points if I'm bad, blah 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 blah. So I like how they took that and made a show out of it. It's really cool. What else? I like how their version of heaven is like in the taste of the yogurts that they have or whatever else is around them. It reminds them of a feeling on earth that they liked. So everything in heaven is basically a culmination of good feelings on earth, feeling 10 times better in heaven. And then the bad place is basically every bad feeling on earth, and then it's like just exaggerated in hell. I like how hell was full of like mean people and bad feelings and stuff. There's someone riding a really weird bike outside. What is that? It's a full-grown man in a tricycle. Like the last episode that I seen, someone says something like, oh, this tastes like every time their male colleague tells you you're wrong but you prove them right, or something like that. And I thought, that is actually a really good feeling to feel that. And I like how they brought it in to the taste of the yogurt. It's just really well done. There was a moment where Kristen Bell's character was being sent to hell and Adam Scott was the devil, and oh my god, I loved Adam Scott as like the devil or the bad guy or whatever he was. He was just genius at that. He says something like, it's so hot in here, but every time you think about how hot it is, it's gonna get 1 degree hotter. Oh, there you go, you thought about it. And I just really like that. It's just done so simply while staying in a really normal setup. Like, I feel like it was so cheap to make because they just filmed it in Universal, in the Universal backlot. And I didn't expect that the first time I saw it. I thought, hold up, this is like heaven and hell. How are they gonna do this? There must be like a ton of VFX. But they weren't. They really dealt with it in a normal setup. Most of the interactions happen in offices and houses and stuff like that. And it's still, I still have my suspension of disbelief, because I'm like, okay, they're in hell or they're in heaven based on the dialogue and the context. Last couple of things, I really like Janet's character. I think it's just really well written. I think every time I had a feeling or a thought where I was like, that's a discrepancy, they just erased it like right away. They explained to me why she does that. And yeah, her acting is really, really cool. I loved the episode in Janet's Void. I think she embodied everyone else's characters really well. She just kind of absorbed them, and it was really cool to see. That's about it. I like the show. It's pretty good. Just because of the actual feeling and tone of like the color and like the cinematography of it, I don't know, that bumps me down to like a 3.5, so this show's a 3.5 to me out of 5. I think all this talk about moral philosophy got me really interested in philosophy, and it's really cool because I think the biggest takeaway from the show is you can't be perfect. Seriously, like, you can't be perfect. And I think that's something I've been really trying to show with my channel lately. I'll film something and then I'll hate it and then I'll be like, I'm not doing it, I'm not posting it. And then I think, hold up, why am I scared? I'm not perfect, no one else is, might as well. So I feel like that's kind of the whole takeaway of the show. Like, you can't be 100% perfect no matter how hard you try. And Chidi's character actually tries really hard to be a good person, and he still made it into the bad place because, well, you'll see the show. So yeah, I guess just accepting your flaws and mistakes and using them as lessons in how to treat people next time and how to just behave and stuff. So I like the show. It's a pretty cool message. It's a pretty cool world. It's really new and creative, and that's what I really like about it. So I'm excited to see where they take it from here. Alright, thank you for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Thank you. I hope you have a good day, and goodbye.